T1 will be tested on the attack. This composition can strike fear.
We got C9 on the defense. We got T1 on
defense.
attack.
Starting here on the attack, perhaps there'll be a little bit more of a challenge. You can see the wall put down by Vice around the middle of the map, and a battle on B long that's evaded. Now that wall is going to give you constant flank protection. If someone crosses it, you will know all about it. It's at least some benefit that will be brought here on the attack. Nice flash up close. Zeppa. No, it's not going to be first blood for Zeppa. Instead, Stacks taking him down. Oxy with a bit of weight on his shoulders. Nice shots. 3 down. And T1 left in the dirt.
Man, Oxy's incredible.
He's getting so many kills during every pistol round.
Yeah, he always has such a good start.
To get that ace within the server just yet. I think Oxy has definitely been the man.
What's the pistol record? Are they not just owning them on pistols? 2-0 last map, 1-0 here. What's the first map?
They sort of one of their players checked it on the way through. Yeah, it was Buzz, but everybody else was just not quite prepared. There was even a molly falling just behind as well to catch anybody.
I mean, T1 won the Echo after the pistol round, yeah.
And obviously, at the same time, Vic is swinging out wide. So those other two players, they're staring down a barrel on the other side, not knowing there's one pointed at the side of their head. Good synergy off rip for C9. And that the other thing, they win that pistol, and you hear the screams. The energy is high. They're looking to carry on the same success they found on map 1. Momentum's a big deal here, Tom, as well. If you can crush T1 before they manage to mount that defense, well, a lot of that fear.
Imi is the biggest Vice hater,
I think as well, even if you just have someone like
he antied EG pretty well. I think they lost like 4 rounds against the comp that was beating people.
Yeah, on our basis, right?
Yeah, so it'd be cool to see him do it again.
We've seen a lot of Rossies initiate.
Back up the statements of it being awful.
That's another thing the IGL brings is the flexibility.
What's happening here?
Say that. Those couple of kills came as a surprise.
Gets the orb as well. Sure. Halfway to all.
A few extra orbs in this round again.
Decent echo.
Going to see a few players drop to the dirt.
Hatred really is a great fuel. You're not wrong.
Saved for C9. That was the main thing.
If you're the right person, I think.
If you're a T1 fan, Oxy 6-0, 1 away.
Unless you get tunnel vision.
Going into this bonus round.
Yeah, but I was kind of joking earlier on, Tom, when I said if Oxy is the same stamina as Buzz for building up those orbs early, but
decent.
he certainly
Double Stinger, Guardian, Vandal, Bulldog. Ults.
That showstopper is yours.
One away from Raze.
I see that there is quite a lot of presence around B long. TP play could be coming through. They've seen some presence though.
Oh my god.
Nade thrown in. Rossi's in a bit of trouble, although they feel will get him back to fighting. Bails out of here before he can really.
I mean, he must have been confident that he got seen crossing, or they both did.
2 players rotated, but
still you're baiting that. Oops.
Still 2 in position. And the orb was found by Oxy. They can retake this. They don't need to commit, especially with that showstopper to bolster the re-aggression.
Hard retake, but Oxy in the meantime got all orb over towards showers. Dude, this pause is always so good for one.
Eventually,
I mean, this is like optimal for T1 that he pops his ult here, and they win.
A clean take from the side of T1.
Any damage?
Yeah, that's huge.
In their way, just won't connect onto anything.
They saved Kev on 3 people there that had 25 and 50 Kev.
More importantly,
got 1 armory buy, that's it. Looking nice.
Very.
A huge danger avoided off rip. And this battle here for Buzz is everything. Shutting down one of the players who was going to cover that showstopper on the walkout. Also slowing down the elbow push, drawing attention to the 3 players.
You saw that Mix will start with his own org?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
Very cool. I respect that a lot.
For the showstopper to emerge and quickly
because you know, I was saying this to chat, because you know you're going to lose money.
Yeah, I mean, it's super respectable.
It's just like you're actually doing a good thing for esports. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing is, obviously he knows a lot about Valorant and he's super good. With the franchise system, there's a world where he's like insane at scouting and just picks up a good team and could actually like profit from it also. Like the chance is there.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he's just so popular, and I think like Spanish community is giant even for like sponsors and stuff. So.
Yeah. I think this influencers creating orgs is like the future, right? Like the French league and the.
That's exactly what I was saying on stream. Like it's just such a good way for it to go.
But
I mean,
again,
it fixes like one of the issues in esports at least, where it's like it's free to watch all the games. They don't buy hot dogs at games, T-shirts, all of these things. But these influencers in France, they fixed that.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Did you watch the
nice
you watch the K Corp?
like this, though,
Yeah.
Oh,
Insane. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like they fixed that problem with that thing.
The orb is taken. The showstopper's online. If you sit in position and allow them to push you,
yeah, it might be the right time to do it if you do it well.
And then blown the hell up.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's really cool.
Just ran straight into the meat grinder. An unlucky scenario.
Last player remaining.
And with Oxy going down, the weapons they're trying to save will now be under threat.
Indeed, would love to save this gun. Okay, they're not going to go too much for it, which I think is honestly the right move for T1. There's only one gun they have to worry about. 4 people on top of it. 2-4 loss bonus, maybe some stingers, Bucky, Sheriff kind of style.
As you said though.
Did the Satchel save the Brim?
I think so. Satchel and Stimmy maybe.
Yeah.
The double. Looked so hard to trace them.
Are very comfortable when it comes to their attack sides of maps. Allows them to set up around Oxy, put him into position. They'll have those double lurks available with Rossi and Moose, but we have high expectations for T1's
Yeah, we said Stingers might come out. We've got 3 of them.
That's
All one
right.
setup.
They
Cam getting early info, and pretty much Seppa just has to leave this one.
Consider, okay, they've gone there twice in a row.
Yeah, here comes the
Chances
big
of a third are
rotate.
slim. They stacked A initially, but after presence has been
Viper
spotted, they're going to
wall.
rotate
Ooh.
everybody. This is a full gamble. And well,
Lovely
2 of those
shots.
fires are already gone.
Yeah.
Not a bad start.
Nade solid. Damn, Nade was solid on his head.
Buzz picking a double and ending this round where it began. Right into the spawn.
Should probably pass Cloud9, honestly.
He's made it to A.
They've been correct with their stacks a couple of rounds, and they're still just getting cleanly wiped every single time.
His best call is just to carry this forward. T1, though, have now shifted gear. They're in the lead 3-2, regardless of what goes down here. And from this point, it's a very promising
Did he put the same flank wall in other games?
The main pitfalls that C9 will run
different
into
ones.
to exist on that
There was a couple of ones where like they would wait for the barrier to go down and do it a little bit further so it covers both angles. That's pretty cool, that one. And, like, you kind of know it's there, but you can't do too much.
Early in this one
Yeah.
Firstly, their aggression has been met
They have a few.
a fairly easy response. But if you do sit back, there is an awful lot of execution power.
Do
Like,
they
I
pass
think
here?
about it. You've got your Gecko util.
Yeah, I think
you
so.
can use Brimstone
We are
util
at
early,
10
send
hours
those Molotovs
30.
into
Might
the
need to restart
backside. You've got the
YouTube.
nades,
Oh yeah,
you've
you're
got
right.
An unbelievable amount of flashes. You then, if you get the site or even get
Yeah, we should do it
10
after
hours.
this map.
you can throw
Yeah,
in
if
those vines,
basically if you go
put
over
them in
12
as they try
hours,
and rotate,
YouTube just
and you take
deletes the
a bit of
VOD.
damage, but mainly you get
You have to
stunned,
like
so you
restart
can't quickly
YouTube.
get back into the site.
Respect
There
the
is
grind.
just a ridiculous
Yeah, man.
amount of utility that can be
It's the
thrown
only thing
down
you can control
consistently
sometimes.
to force you out into
Do you think
awkward
it's as
positions.
fun watching
I really
Valorant
like
now
this
as compared to when you started
T1.
streaming and
It seems
watching a
like
lot
they
of
have
these
a lot of
games?
ideas, and especially when they have 1 or 2 ultimates online, it becomes even easier. Because then you can throw,
It kind of yes and kind of no. It's just like meta changes, right? Like now I love meta changes. Like I did a good thing where I kind of like get kind of super invested in teams just to see like how much they improve. That helped a lot when I'm watching like the lower tier 1
even though
teams.
they're only down by 1 round, Imi's taking a pause.
But
Yeah, I think this is the main thing. You can't
I don't know. I
let
still
them
have a
get
lot
out
of
the
fun
site and
doing
the
it.
space
Just
is
because I like
contested by C9 in
like
different
seeing
ways.
what
Like you
people
said,
do,
Gamble play
like
towards
people's
B-long,
theories. There's
getting
so many
aggressive,
different
fighting
ways
through
of
the
doing
wall.
stuff in
These
this
are all
game
ideas
that
to try
it's
to stop
awesome when
T1
stuff
getting boots
changes.
on the ground and
Yeah,
plans
because
in
you used
play.
to
So
observe
you don't have to deal
Counter-Strike,
with all
right?
that utility.
Yeah.
Instead,
So it comes naturally
they
to
fall
you that
flat in
you
the
like.
face as they try to
I
get
mean,
ahead of the
I
curve,
assume
and
you
now we need to
enjoyed
see
observing
what the
Counter-Strike,
next
so
solution will
you
be.
enjoy
Oxy's ult.
observing and spectating in general.
Keeping
Yeah,
track of the rest of the
I
team.
love
Perfect
that, man.
combo.
Yeah,
Which means that
exactly.
probably he's gonna have that
Actually, perfect
showstopper
combo.
online pretty
Well played.
soon.
Yeah, somehow worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Like just combining them both into the most perfect thing.
The most successful spectator.
Yeah, the observer. Just watching, somehow watching. See this wall here on A short? That's what they were doing all the time.
So the whole
Yeah, this one I aggressive. I saw it super early in the off season. I think it was APAC playing. I don't know. Some team did this. It could have been T1 who did it actually. I don't even know.
Like a bit of a comp did.
I saw it.
Aggression can only
And I
really
brought
rely
it, and it
on
still was
Oxy
ass
and
on the
Zephyr.
map. So I'm like,
Not
so
a lot
bad.
of utility to try and use defensive aggression for.
Well, they're certainly clearing everything inside of Hookah. The arc rose put through as well, just as an extra flash from Meteor. case there was someone peeking.
Which region do you enjoy watching the most?
Pacific.
But the passive hold, what's it say? It's
Pacific's really fun, man.
Pacific is...
C9 waiting for the trap to be triggered. You can see the trap wire awaiting the jump out. This is a very common play, though, and one you can see they're more than ready for on the side of T1. Avoiding that, and a flash coming through from Gekko means that they can blitz straight in. Players smoked out, but look, just behind that smoke is Zeppy. He'll take his moment to strike.
Paper X are fun. Gen.G are always like fun. Honestly, some of the Japanese teams are fun just because they have like insane players like Mace. It's incredible.
Yeah, it was one of the few spots on the site that was actually safe. Because again,
I think that region, in my opinion, is the best region.
Is that you have the nade in front, you have so much utility falling behind. What he basically did was snake bite underneath. So the second he sees all of the util coming
I think the most fun watching the game is Paper X, just because it's non-stop madness.
It's a tough execute to fight against.
Like those games
so
are
much individual
skill. Good. Oh yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. Like some of the stuff they get away with, it's just so fun to watch. I'm like trying to
also.
Sorry, say that again. Oh, I was gonna say I'm trying to like kind of explain it, like a lot of what's going on, and sometimes it just makes no sense. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say their playstyle also allows for even more individual plays, which makes it even more fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think EMEA will be pretty fun this year, though. A lot more fun teams. Less Sadak. Lore as well now.
Definitely. A lot of question marks in EMEA. Same as in NA, honestly. So many dark horses.
Yeah. Yeah, the upset potential is going to be through the roof. It's awesome. Damn, this is pretty sick. Dude, the Viper, you know when you do this Viper setup, it's so hard to just do anything on attack. Viper ult with the orb over towards showers. I feel like the only success I see is either people have ults or they like time the showers smoke.
Yeah, the flank's underway as well. Vice being down, wall no longer there. Izu suspects it, but
I have a pretty good counter for it.
Oh, really?
Shorty's good on any distance.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
You know, I mean, this is really an expected round.
But it's strong. The A short one is just kind of broken.
Put a Viper's pit down on A.
And then the one-way orb in showers, just like you said.
Inside it as well. There's no need for them to be worried.
Viper util everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you block every choke point on the map.
Vic was
it's
a little bit
incredible.
far away, just about able to get the smokes in as the push came into play. But the numbers on site, the fact that they are more than ready for the hit to come in there, plays cleanly into C9's hands. 2 rounds in a row now, and the lead is theirs once again.
Yeah, I like the fact that Oxy's now starting to be a little bit
more
Love
this
audacious.
knife. It's so good.
Play around that util.
You can't beat it, can't destroy it. You just get info on if they're on.
For him to be in that
KO is insane on Vine.
Yeah, it's really good. The unbreakable knives with just full info on the sides.
And it just counters so many agents that is in the default comp, like Razor, Gekko ult, these things. His ult is just, he just counters all of them.
Liking this from C9 though, we're looking over towards the orbs, right? We got one away from Meteor, one away from Sylvan, and we are just fighting both of the orbs.
1 minute left.
They say as we give this one up for free. Oh, maybe not.
And T1 don't show any signs of moving. Patiently waiting for that.
Yeah, this was good. They both got hit by the knives as well over towards B. Like they are just fighting it heavy.
When push comes to shove, set up inside a bath seems like it's going to find its reward. Meteor is creeping forward here.
But Moose needs to move.
From the steel guard and the ult that could take their weapons.
Well done from Stack.
I'm not sure how Stax is offered
and
that
Meteor.
battle. I'm not sure how Meteor gets away quite
as free as he
does, almost losing his head in the end.
Push up short, 20 seconds still though. It's gonna be hard. They got a DRX smoke on default. Yeah, they got a TP out.
Rossi.
They got a trip and wall.
Oh yes.
Huge, dude. There's a lovely nade from TP as well.
Yeah. They don't even have time, do they? No, they don't.
6 seconds. They need to run it. In fact, the time
wow, man, that was sick from Rossi. His lovely decision making. They did this trip on pistol as well. It's awesome. Just give him the trip in hookah.
It was like their one out that round. What Rossi just did there.
It was what, sorry?
It was their one out of the round. Like he had to do that to win the round. It was the only option they had.
That gave him the boot. He's gone back to Americas.
It's almost as if the KO and the Vice did it too well towards B long in showers.
Like the reposition
So
right at the last
ended up
second.
not,
They had spot on the
took the
side.
TPs and they stayed on
Knew
B.
there was a fight coming, heard the TP, and immediately just
did he just say I'm insane? Dude, if Rossi plays like this in normal season, man, it's gonna be sick watching C9 as well.
Yeah, they're good.
And extends the lead of Cloud9.
Who's like the team? I guess have you been playing many of the kind of teams from Tier 1?
Every time C9
no, not with the energy roster.
We saw them in the previous. Over on Pearl, so many down to a second or two, and right here, T1 couldn't quite replicate that result. Changing traps on the B setup.
Look at where they are.
Wow, my eyes are down.
The info is huge.
All goes in. Does it hit those guys at long? No. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it got the 2 at long as well. Dude, it doesn't matter. We could have classic Shui.
Oh, the bazooka. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, God.
1 HP. He had 1 HP after hitting himself.
This round started
What is this?
For C9. But now it's left on to Oxy. So many players still to deal with. The nade will buy him a little bit of extra time, but eventually...
Dude, he point blank shot him and survived on 1 HP.
Yeah.
Try and do it all on his own, and he can't make it out versus Buzz. That got incredibly... But Buzz does what's needed.
Well, that's it. I mean, we talk about breach stuns being cosmetic, but with some of the pistols and the players that we have in this game, it doesn't really matter what weapon's in their hand. We've seen Buzz in round 1 of this BO5 coming out with a knife kill.
He walked through the wall again.
A little bit more outrageous
yeah, 17 that went through wall. Rossi went for the knife midway.
And he's dancing back and forth through the smokes. The savior of this
the Visal was pretty nice. So this is something that's impressed me on this map. They have a couple of Visals that are actually like pretty good to get the hold of the sights.
Yeah.
Corner hookah, corner showers. I don't think it's the greatest assault, but they at least use it nice.
They're out for C9, but the credits are running dry.
I think it has some good uses. I think retakes it should be good also from some positions.
Yeah.
Like you retake a layer of some of the site and then you pop your ult from there so it goes deeper.
Cloud9 players in the corner on long. It didn't matter. Oxy has been so happy to just push versus the Vice and Meteor, not allowing him the space that he would desire. Moose also
just stops the plant as well.
Plant will be denied.
Sylvan get that kill.
Moose has been lost now. The return of the showstopper.
Oh my god, there's so much invested into this one.
No one meets their maker.
Yeah.
Somehow that barely even did damage to Easy.
Yeah, everyone has a good understanding of the money and how much this round means.
Sylvan will be punished by Rossi. An animal when it comes to this shorty. And now the eyes drawn towards Lamps means that Zeppa could be free to just walk right up behind Isu. A free kill and a flash that follows. Stacks reacts well for the first, the second.
You cannot peek there on A short. Nah, you can't peek there. You are not allowed to peek there on A short. You are not allowed to peek on A short there like that, Zeppa. That is illegal.
The 1v4.
That is illegal. Oh, yeah. Well played from Stacks though. Holy shit.
That is still a nice shot.
He gets that second kill. Almost lining up at the end.
Oh my god.
It took a few extra bullets to finish them off, but that's why we talk about Stacks.
It was such a good round from Cloud9 as well.
Yeah, it was pretty nice until then.
They got the Brim ult, they got the Race ult for that. That's a huge round to win.
1v4 puts you down to the eco. It's
the trophy cabinet yet to be filled. Oh, here, Red Bull home ground. He's looking to change that.
4 people with the Viper.
He's looking to take that trophy home.
Maybe this is
even if he has to do it with his teammates kicking and screaming behind him.
What ults have they got?
Could completely change the outcome of this map.
Can send it through, really.
5 stingers is what sit.
They're just going to go fast behind if one of the trips break.
Back pockets of Cloud9. A Viper's pit used and 3 players sat within it, hoping that their opponents would challenge. Instead, they look to hit B with just a single defender.
Well, that defender isn't looking to do all too much defending. Backing off towards the elbow. We said Stacks had a slow start on the previous map. In fact, in the series in general.
I mean, they haven't taken any map control.
That has lit a fire up under him. couple of big plays per map. Izu.
Oh, he's timed him.
Almost.
That's unlucky.
But I'll tell you what, Stacks did.
15 HP.
Up, taking elbow control, just another foothold for this T1 roster. With the advantage in weaponry and certainly in numbers.
The Joe decided so much, gave him a little bit of map control, a little bit of freedom. Crossfire in the afterplant.
If he gets that kill, Oxy takes timing faster than Hookah.
In T1's hands, they could be taking the lead in this final round by 2 as we move on to half number 2.
Yeah, I think that's a backbreaker.
That's the thing with these Apex teams. It's like their explosiveness and their scaling is just so good. Like when they're fighting, everyone is legit fighting.
Yeah.
It's just full chaos.
And now we see Meteor.
It's so hard to get multis. It's just trades on trades.
Has so much depth of talent that anybody could be the one to take them over the line, but I don't think C9 are going to feel too disheartened. The only worry is what we
this could be kind of nice though. We got the Sky Flash hitting no one on B, so the rotate gets in here fast. We got anti-KO set up, so the trips are still on. Hey, that is one. Molly broke the trips. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done.
Oh, he gets a little greedy.
Dude, Bud's got some nice pathing. Like every time, just getting the high ground on every single site. Dude, Wingman tanks so much util planting as well. You know when you're trying to do delay on A and he's just out here just tanking stuff.
They need to make him a little bit more squishy, but then he also kind of becomes useless. So
I'm fine with it. Yeah, this is good. This was off the flash earlier that didn't connect. Ignite.
That's going to force them out of the smoke into the open, but it might not matter. Who's left to stop them? It's Stacks again.
Not again. Okay.
Not quite working in his favor.
6. If I'm C9, I get 6 here. I'm pretty happy.
I mean, I'm very happy because I don't know if T1's comp is defense or attack sided, but it should be attack sided.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It feels like a series that's going to go all the way.
Who won the pistol? T1 won the pistol, right?
Complete back and forth.
No, Oxy had a 4K. Yeah,
C9's short play.
We'll see if they have.
I mean, if I'm both teams, then I'm kind of fine actually. Like if I'm T1, I'm thinking it's 6-6 is rough, but we lost the pistol. It could have been 8-4.
Again, Zephyr has such a huge
it's a good handshake
play based off just reading his opponent's utility, knowing that they're not expecting him to go the long way around, and because of that, they were completely bamboozled when he comes in from behind. Now looking forward into this half, though. We've seen Rossi have, again, some just huge individual plays, but that has only been matched.
Imagine the day when they have like cameras inside of the monitors and everyone sits like freaks. Just staring into the souls of spectators.
We've seen fantastic calls throughout the series.
Yeah, it's always the forehead cams. Can never get the cameras right.
Able to play the map was integral. And with what is such a high amount of sort of information util, a lot of flashes that can make
dude, that's so funny. I'm trying to imagine it in my head now.
Excellent second half.
It would be funny.
This is the half that I was most excited to see. We'll have a lot of Meteor in isolation.
If they didn't mess up that 1 versus 4 Cloud9, it would have been a clean half.
Yeah, it would have been really good. Wouldn't have had to have E-code as well. Would have been real nice. Can they win double pistol? Current pistols 4-1. Dominating 1-0 this map.
From this attacking side towards A as they group and push straight in. Not much resistance with Sylvan down 5 HP and 0 seconds later. This is a successful start to the pistol.
It's a giant hill, dude. All 3.
Yeah.
Red Bull home ground.
Power refresh after this.
They've been fantastic in these pistol rounds. It's been something that T1 has struggled with. All players back up to full health, although not for long. That's Rossi down. That might just be an opener back into this one. You've still got a flash, but more importantly, the wingman acting as that third player, acting as that diffuser, but that won't be there for long. Zephyr adds another one to his growing tally, and it's left all onto Meteor. He needs to try and find these kills in quick succession, but they are playing so passively at this stage that it would have to be an error. And there is
a nice entry from Vic.
Someone always gets a 3K, it seems, on pistols.
Zephyr has bounced back since that 1v4.
All the way down on the gas. Meteor had a good attempt at this one. Not just holding down in the first,
5-1 on the pistols. Hard to lose when you're doing that.
Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna fix that Valorant though. It's such a
puts one round to the good for C9.
big thing, pistol rounds.
Yeah, we so someone in chat had something that I loved. I always talk about like the no orb for defuse, no orb for plant.
Yeah, that could be something.
It helps it a little bit for like the 3rd, 4th round always.
Yeah, it does. It stops the snowballing.
Looks like maybe the potential for a pot flash at the back of sight. Been attempted, but
okay, it's lovely nade to stop.
Hasn't had the success that maybe he would have hoped for. As you said, other than that, there is little.
Problem is they use all 3 smokes on this. So they got no more smokes. They went for the classic anti-eco. We go over towards long and you smoke all of these off. And they got no smokes and they got to get through here. Good news is they're up against a solo brim, so they can kind of just walk contact with guns.
The util just clearing out some of these close positions. The risk quickly diminishes. Again, though, they haven't been able to.
DJ Plonker, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you for the 4 months, mate.
I was going to say keep popping it, but not anymore.
Yeah, instead of popping it, they're locking it.
I appreciate
down
the prime,
on
mate. Thank you.
Lots of control.
Great name, solid name.
Stacks, despite recovering the Sheriff, has to hit some phenomenal shots. The jump peek from Zeppa throws him off the scent.
It's such a different. It's such a different round if you have Viper smoke here. Like Viper wall.
I mean, this round becomes scary then for attackers, but it doesn't here.
Claiming those orbs, they may just sit back in the spawn, punish aggression.
my stream's killing me, man. Every so often I just get a little pause.
Waiting and watching in case they try and go towards the spawn. And actually, I do wonder if Moose might just try and farm up what he can. It's only a Sheriff in his hands. I believe
Story of my life.
He picked up. He was running just a Ghost. And okay, for Sylvan, that's an extra orb, but now you could potentially get even closer for Zeppa.
Yeah, nice.
An ultimate that will give them a lot of information.
Nice rounds from Zeppa. He had like 4 consecutive rounds where he did really good.
He's getting pretty close.
Jumping out of CT spawn there.
He's on his way as C9 are extending this lead even further.
In Samsara, thank you as well, dude. 30 months. Thank you for the tier 1.
Defending side, it doesn't matter. C9, they win the early rounds.
Almost, we're almost there. Thank you for that.
T1 learned that on our first map in this series. But there's something about these 3rd rounds. C9 just put them up again and again.
Bonus rounds looking nice. Armor-wise, they got more heavy armors.
Huge value. We saw
But
that
the normal wall from T1, we head over towards the weak side, and we're playing solo as well out here, caught out in the open.
Slowing it down. The nade is thrown, and Oxy steps into the fray.
Yeah, and we got a lot of space on this. I'm Brim now. Oh, okay, they both double swing. That was actually nice.
And winning it again. Stacks on 15 HP. A random spray would take him down, but he's clinging onto life.
Stacks did incredible. Dude, this one got real close. I kind of like the C9. Who is this? Oxy Vic, just insta swing to kill sight. I was thinking that maybe one would go elbow and one would play sight here, but like they're on together.
Oh yeah, they stole that round from us. C9.
It really is.
Interesting.
The old versus the new. Of course, there was a small crossover where Rossi and Stacks played a couple of games together, but
yeah, they went for the same anti-eco strat, right? The 3 smokes again.
The helm of the Korean super team. And what a helm that right now it seems he deserves. 2 very high impact rounds coming out of Stacks. One that was
did a lot of damage here though, chat. We got 2 people that can buy next, and we got, and honestly, Zeppa.
The utility of T1. That's where this game can get out of control. If you respect too much what's there from, say, Sylvan Smokes or the Vice, or worried about being caught by a knife from the initiators, you can very easily be stalled out of this game. Instead, they're taking map control incredibly fast. In fact, they look for a second like Oxy might even just jump out the window, but he was just checking.
Love how C9 are doing this though. There's so much pressure over towards B. Like they're making the Brim play here.
You never know with him.
You really don't.
Never know.
I just think it's so strong. This inset on Hookah is always how I play against no Viper.
Yeah.
Despite avoiding that Gecko flash.
Dude, Izu again.
That was learned the hard way by Izu, falling down, but the blast packs through. The nade clears back sight. Sylvan quickly reoccupies that space.
Yeah, they see the double flag. They got to kill.
But the shot is wonderful. One more.
Whoa.
Oi, oi, oi. He's looking like me.
Yeah. Rolling back the years. Damn, bro. That was sick.
For this young gun, and well, another under the belt. C9's lead evaporates, and we're neck and neck once more.
It's funny how some players just gain superpower when they play the Guardian and they just one tap everyone.
Yeah, when they're just super calm with their aim, just because they didn't spray. It takes out that instant spray crouch factor. I loved it, man. We used to have practices, we just had Scream and Soulcast use it only. Just so sick.
Dude, Soulcast is so underrated in my opinion.
He's really good, man. I'm telling you, him with a Guardian is disgusting.
Abyss with his
I don't know, from outside perspective it looks like it's like a confidence thing with him. When he's feeling confident, he's like insane, like actually insane.
It really is. We had a big thing about it. Like when he starts second guessing himself, it kind of messes up. But if he's just like in the flow state, just knows exactly what he wants to do, he's great.
Yeah. Good.
Nice.
Molly the naded backside now to counter the Brim.
The man who's bailed them out of so
many swing rounds wrecking B site
to the wayside, and C9
Viper ult to secure it.
Why don't they just move the Vice over to B? Because again, her mollies are 12 seconds each, right? 11 or 12 seconds.
No, I think they're going to.
Now in T1's hands, as Zeppa has it all to do. And not much to work with.
Dude, how did they kill the Viper so fast?
I don't know, I missed it, I was looking at other things.
Did he try to get too much space maybe with the ult and then they just spammed him? Chat, did anyone see? I will get it in the replay, surely.
Like 2 seconds later, you're looking
Are they winning this round? It's just the Viper can't die here. I think he swings out into the open to get a deeper Viper ult where honestly he should just tuck wall and do it.
They're so happy to just get up in the faces of them, but it just didn't seem like they had another layer to it.
You could see Amy struggling in life.
A little bit of luck that goes a long way with the spam through, but clearly a little bit of frustration creeping in. 3 rounds in a row now for that defensive side, and the worry here is that
they got the Viper from that. That's like
I feel like C9 have lost. That really
the Brim dies there on B is actually like does them a favor there because they win the round. They get the Viper ult.
There has been big individual plays in a round like this. We could see that all over again.
Okay, they know the wall's here, so what are we doing?
They step past it, you could be in danger. Trying to bait it out, and they've
okay, it's pretty good as a default though. They create a lot of pressure.
This was all part of the plan. As they fade back now, you start to
Buzz
wonder,
could own this though. Keep an eye on Vic. Vic has ult.
Maybe they've rotated already, and the idea is that someone has to go and check. Someone will step out of position, and Moose will rip their head clean off. Dog goes through, trailblazing the A site, and that gives them the information.
Oh, what HP is that? 32?
32 HP, but it's enough to keep Meteor.
But why did he do it that shallow?
Corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Worried about the...
Might not land for the kill.
I don't know. He kind of already cleared that angle.
Also has his ultimate online.
Worried about back to site, I guess.
To hit this, he could potentially take their
weapons
he has
away. A bazooka.
Really
yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. When you're up against it.
Come on, you don't even need to satchel there. You just pop the bazooka, just run.
Huge value. He's trying to jump up to avoid it.
16.
Manages it, and it's going to be the switch up. But look at the position of
EP goes in, but they're going to insta realize and KO. Dude, why is KO still rotating?
My comms. For them to go on the move, and he still managed to survive.
Oh boy!
It's just he gets the ult off. It's perfect timing ult.
15 seconds. Great Brim ult to stop it.
And get in, and they're only using the pistols on the majority of the players.
Satchel?
Time is ticking, and that plot is not going to be happening.
Yeah, no plan on this one. Everyone's just spamming through smoke just in case.
Yeah.
Got close there. At least get plant for money, but yeah, that was nice from T1. Dude, I was worried when I saw the KO booking it to B and they had full info.
Yeah, and he kept running for like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
maybe he's the one having fucking internet problems here. What's happening? He's lagging.
I was wondering what's going on with the comms.
Look at Zeppa's positioning though here. Like if he continues here instead of hides, he beat the Brim ult into that corner. Like if he just continues to walk, I think.
That we saw dropping the planter didn't work out.
Portante, thank you so much, Portante.
T1 had their bases covered multiple
500 bits as well. Appreciate that. Been the biggest Bonkar fan since he was a player. I tried to be really positive viewer. Can you ask him the biggest strength as you're seen as a player?
Well and truly in play for T1.
His energy and his communication.
And the only success
super nice teammates.
Is
like
the pistol
Very nice team.
As well as these last
he always, when he did interviews, he always came across as like real nice.
Yeah. The thing is, he's just genuinely like that as a person, like a nice guy. Just not forced or anything, so in the team it's just really nice, like really good vibes, and just helping with that.
But it's also just the fact that, it came down to the last few
seconds. Thank you so much for the question as well, and the bits.
All your guns. It's panic stations. For the main man I'm
honestly
looking at,
very unlucky for him that he didn't make
my teammates have won this
franchised in like a different role or something. It would have been a banger.
He streams now, right? Does he still stream?
Yeah, he's streaming, doing his thing.
A really tough way to see a very important
Trump's accountant with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 11 months. Guess that's the write-off. Thank you so much.
The position their ult economy now is in, where they might not have any online if T1 do run away. With the end of this half, the safety nets are gone, and C9 appear to be in free fall with credits running dry. There's still a couple players able to buy, and with the loss bonus,
pretty big round from C9.
Well. T1 have got a little bit more of an advantage. Operator on Buzz, locking
again,
down
I still love what's going on here.
Many times. This
just
time,
the pressure of this is great, and like they really think there's one back over towards it from the defaults that have been going on. I personally would always leave one in here before the rotate, but
he definitely knows something's going on.
Like, this is different. This smells off, and there you go.
Dog
They're
goes
gonna realize where Buzz is.
Smoke to plant? Wait, smoke to stop the plant, okay.
He believes he's being pressured, but now he's actually being swung on from the other side. Goes back to try and fight versus Moose, who's looking to try and get this close angle. They've gone past each other.
No way.
He still wins the fight.
How did he know that he went through? Did he see him?
I don't know, he must have saw something.
Rossi manages a kill and a second. As said, he is trying to drag this team through these rounds with Vic to support him. They brought this back.
Come on.
Okay, but managed to get the plant. This is kind of doable for Vic.
Was in play, and now there's only one left to find.
Here comes the fish.
Back by the nade. He's managed to evade the Gecko ult for now. The flash as well. Destroyed by Vic, but 85 HP. He's going to have to be quick on the trigger.
He missed.
And unfortunately, the op doesn't land. The defuse underway. Vic steps in, takes damage, and even more from Buzz on the op.
Buzz did insane to get
But how are they winning these rounds on defense? I don't understand.
Oh, they're close.
They're just brawling all the time. What's going on?
The funny thing is, I know that guy was wearing a Fnatic jersey the other day.
I feel like C9 is hitting the correct side also, like they're dodging the vice.
Yeah, they're dodging vice.
A rough one. I'll say their teams are
going
to have to pay him to curse the opposition if that's the case, but...
Is that like a radar thing or something? I don't get that.
Maybe. Or his move stepped. Yeah, could be a step.
Because his read from the beginning of the round, use your cages to get up close, and a split-second movement gives Buzz a kill, and then he takes down
flash over the top. I love that flash, man. Flash over the top to let the Raze take the angle.
These individual plays, these superstars for T1,
how many did they kill? Not enough.
He doesn't see the range for this cam.
Bringing home rounds. Sylvan sight holds.
He's gonna walk.
That's what's got them the lead at this point. And Rossi, well, he's had moments of his own.
Too obvious with the flash, right?
But now on the attack side, he basically has to.
I think if anything, do that flash and put him below.
Here, your economy may get even worse. You don't have ultimates to play with either to supplement your ideas.
Okay, that's nice still though. And then you hear the shorty, and we know the either Boombot, we know for sure that the ops here. With that information, insta pivot over towards here. The problem is that because they have such early info, we're going to be having the KO here, and it's going to be 3 people.
Buzz did to stay to keep pressuring the race.
Yeah, I was going to say Buzz did really good to just insta go back to the angle, right?
So frequently in the last game, it was the A site, and the shift up in composition, it seems to be helping for now, at least, making it much tougher for them to find the space. Look at how slow everybody is. No one reacting to push in with Oxy because of all that utility.
You see the little adaptation they did because C9 started to throw utility backside and got kills off it, so now he's playing inside of tube instead, dodging all of the utility.
Yeah. When they did the Viper Molly backside.
Exactly.
But on the other side of the map, it's
such a tiny thing, but it just changes everything.
10 seconds, and the plan needs to come in soon.
Like, it's just good comms. They've been playing different players anchoring B side all the time, so they're just telling him, like, don't play here because they're countering us when we're playing backside. You gotta play into these things. Massive. Really, really good.
For what could be the last round.
More chances, still got Razor, Op is still here, C9 kind of low money. They at least got the plant, so they should be able to get, it's just light armor, but they should have guns.
What do you think of the new armor?
So even if a team
Pretty situational. I don't think, dude. I think everyone that's like against it is like really overreacting. It's okay. It like kind of really affects like the first 2-3 rounds, but then I think it's like relatively nothingy. Like the outlaw maybe becomes a little bit more powerful. I don't think people use it that much over heavy armor. It'd just be like if you have that extra HP.
Yeah, it changes late rounds also because you know normally people get low HP and people just jump around corners with shorties, long range.
Yes,
do like 2 HP.
You won't be 100% like, sure.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a cool thing, I think. It adds question marks.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's just an extra layer, right?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm not against it at all. It's nice.
The battle against Rossi.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty much where I was at with it. I see a lot of people overreacting.
For now, at least.
Yeah, I think it just makes the game more fun.
Yeah, it's just an extra little layer to think about.
Retrieved. Ultimate that can make things awkward for players in close corners.
Dude, this is hard. Oh god, that's a lot harder now.
Yeah.
There's nobody else coming from that angle. It makes it tough for the rest to face off against this crossfire up in the window
incredibly well. Like around the side, the anchors.
It's now left onto the new boy, a showstopper thrown out to try and end it. Doesn't quite connect, but it won't matter in the end.
He won't look good on this map, though. We'll give him that. Dude, that's with double pistol. Like they wrecked him.
Oh, true. C9 won both pistols.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a stomp then, in my opinion.
Yep. Not wrong.
That's a stomp. I'm feeling like shit if I'm Cloud9 after that game. I'm feeling real bad after that one.